Speaking English confidently is a skill that opens countless opportunities, whether for work, education, or travel. However, many people feel nervous when trying to talk to others in English. The good news is that this fear can be overcome with practice and the right techniques. In this video, we will explore practical steps to help you speak English fluently while building your confidence. Whether you're a beginner or someone who wants to improve their conversation skills, these tips are designed to make your English speaking journey smoother. So don't forget to subscribe ChatSmart English. Remember, speaking English is not about perfection, it's about communication. So, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Each conversation is a chance to learn and grow. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies to engage in English conversations effectively. So, let's dive in and discover how you can talk to people in English with confidence. Start with simple greetings. One of the easiest ways to start speaking English is by using simple greetings. These are small phrases that you can use every day, like saying hello, how are you, or good morning. These phrases may seem basic, but they're the foundation of any conversation. When you meet someone, don't hesitate to say, "Hi, nice to meet you." It's polite and creates a positive first impression. If they respond, listen carefully and try to reply. For example, if they say, "I'm good, thank you. How about you?" You can respond with, "I'm fine, thank you." Practicing these small interactions will help you get comfortable using English in real-life situations. You can even practice with friends, family members, or in front of a mirror if you're shy. Remember, the goal is to start small and build your confidence step by step. With time, you'll feel more comfortable speaking longer sentences and asking questions. Ask simple questions. Once you are comfortable with greetings, the next step is to ask simple questions. Questions keep the conversation going and show your interest in the other person. Start with easy, everyday topics like, "What's your name?" "Where are you from?" or "What do you do?" For example, if you meet someone new, you could say, "Hi, I'm Alex. What's your name?" And when they reply, you can follow up with, "Nice to meet you. Where are you from?" These are safe, polite questions that help you get to know the other person. If you want to make the conversation longer, you can ask about their interests. For instance, "Do you like sports?" or "What's your favorite hobby?" These types of questions are great for practice because the answers are usually simple and easy to understand. Don't worry if your grammar isn't perfect. The important thing is to try. The more you ask questions in English, the more confident you will become. Share about yourself. While asking questions is important, it's equally essential to share something about yourself. This makes the conversation more balanced and engaging. After asking a question, listen to the other person's response, and then share a similar detail about yourself. For example, if someone says, "I love reading books," you can reply with, "That's great. I also enjoy reading. My favorite books are mystery novels." And this not only keeps the conversation alive, but also helps build a connection. Prepare some simple sentences about your interests, hobbies, or daily life. For instance, you can practice saying, "I like watching movies. I enjoy cooking," or "I'm learning English to improve my skills." If you are talking to someone from a different culture, they might ask about your country or traditions. Be ready to describe things like your favorite food, festivals, or famous places. For example, In my country, we celebrate Diwali. It's a festival of lights. Remember, sharing your thoughts and experiences in English helps you build your speaking confidence. The more you talk, the better you will get. Use simple sentences when speaking in English. Don't worry about using complex sentences or fancy vocabulary. Start with simple, short sentences that are easy to say and understand. For example, instead of saying, "I would prefer to go to the park later," you can say, "I want to go to the park later." Simple sentences reduce the chances of making mistakes and help you feel more confident while speaking. As you practice, you can gradually include more advanced words and phrases in your conversations. Focus on using basic sentence structures like, "I like," "I don't like," "Can you help me with," "Where is the..." If you don't know a word, don't hesitate to explain it in simpler terms. For example, if you can't remember the word umbrella, you can say, "It's something you use when it rains." This practice improves your ability to describe things and keeps the conversation going. Also, practice common phrases used in everyday conversations, such as, "How are you?" "Nice to meet you." "What do you think?" Remember, speaking fluently isn't about perfection, it's about expressing yourself clearly. Start small, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learn to listen carefully. Effective communication is not just about speaking, it's also about listening. When you talk to people in English, focus on listening to their words, tone, and how they form sentences. This helps you understand their message and learn new expressions naturally. Pay attention to how native speakers use words in different contexts. For example, listen to how they greet each other, ask questions, or share their thoughts. You can apply these phrases in your own conversations. If you don't understand something, it's okay to ask politely. You can say, "Could you please repeat that?" "I didn't catch that. Can you say it again?" "What does that mean?" Listening actively also involves nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding appropriately. Even simple reactions like, "Oh, really?" or "That's interesting," show that you're engaged in the conversation. Practice listening through various sources like podcasts, movies, or YouTube videos. Focus on understanding how words are pronounced and how sentences flow. Remember, listening improves your vocabulary, pronunciation, and overall confidence in speaking English. So, make it a habit to listen carefully during every conversation. Use small talk to build confidence. Small talk is a great way to start conversations and practice English in a casual setting. It's perfect for breaking the ice and building your confidence. Small talk topics are light and simple, such as the weather, hobbies, or daily activities. For example, you can say, "The weather is so nice today, isn't it?" "Do you enjoy watching movies? What's your favorite one?" "I noticed you're reading a book. What's it about?" When engaging in small talk, keep your sentences short and clear. Use phrases you're comfortable with and don't worry about being perfect. Remember, the goal is to keep the conversation going, not to impress. Practice responding to common small talk questions like, "How are you?" "What do you do for work?" "Do you live nearby?" Showing interest in the other person's responses can also make the conversation flow naturally. You might say, "That sounds interesting," or "Tell me more about that." Small talk can happen anywhere, in a park, at work, or even in a coffee shop. Use every opportunity to engage in short conversations, as they help you practice speaking in a relaxed and pressure-free environment. Ask questions to keep the conversation going. Asking questions is one of the best ways to keep a conversation flowing and show your interest in what the other person is saying. It also helps you practice using different English phrases and sentence structures. Start with simple questions like, what do you like to do in your free time? Where are you from? How did you learn English? As the conversation progresses, you can ask more specific questions. What kind of music do you listen to? Have you traveled anywhere recently? What's your favorite food? Asking open-ended questions, those that require more than a yes or no answer, encourages the other person to share more. For example, instead of asking, did you have a good day? Try asking, what did you do today? You can also ask follow-up questions based on their answers. If they mention a hobby or interest, ask more about it. Oh, you like hiking? Where's your favorite place to go? You're into photography? What kind of photos do you take? Remember, it's not just about asking questions. It's also about actively listening to their answers and showing genuine curiosity. This makes the conversation more enjoyable for both of you and helps improve your listening skills. Practice listening and responding. Listening is just as important as speaking when having a conversation in English. The more you listen, the better you'll understand the language and how it's used in different situations. Focus on the speaker's tone, pronunciation, and sentence structure. Try to understand not just the words, but also the meaning behind them. You don't need to understand every single word. What matters is getting the general idea of what the other person is saying. If you don't understand something, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Phrases like, could you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't catch that. What does that mean? Can you say that in a different way? These expressions show that you're interested in understanding and keep the conversation going. When you respond, try to use what you've learned from listening. If someone says, I love playing basketball, you could respond with, that's cool. How often do you play? Ma, I'm not great at basketball, but I love watching it. Do you have a favorite team? Ma. These types of responses keep the conversation interactive and engaging. Practice active listening by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and showing that you're paying attention. It helps build rapport and encourages the other person to keep talking. Stay confident and keep practicing. Confidence plays a huge role in speaking English. It's natural to feel nervous or unsure, but the more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Don't worry about making mistakes. Everyone makes them. The important thing is that you're trying and learning from your errors. Remember, English is a tool for communication, not perfection. Focus on expressing your ideas clearly, and don't get discouraged by small mistakes. People will appreciate your effort and your willingness to communicate. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Engage with content like movies, podcasts, music, and books. This will help you become more comfortable with the language and improve your understanding of how English is used in real-life situations. Also, seek opportunities to speak with others. Join language exchange groups, participate in online forums, or find a conversation partner. The more you practice, the more fluent you will become. Finally, set small, achievable goals for yourself. Whether it's holding a 5-minute conversation in English or learning 10 new words each week, these small steps will help you track your progress and stay motivated. Thank you for following along with this guide on how to talk to people in English. Keep practicing, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more helpful tips. Stay tuned for more videos to help you improve your English speaking skills.